Yo, yo, yo. Back at you again. Philly Uncensored Sports Podcast. YouTube, Spotify, Facebook. You can catch us. We here real quick after another six, but the Sixers first lost in 3 games. We was on a nice little run. We was doing good. Ran into a little roadblock. We ain't have our best player, obviously.
MVP of the league player. Make sure you say that.
Yeah, I mean he playing MVP caliber ball right now. We didn't have him, and it clearly showed. Detroit was hot too. Could Embiid have stopped some of that? Yeah, because his defensive presence is going to help everybody else out. But the dude Ellington, whatever his name was, he was splashing all crazy. They just had a collective team effort where they shot. What was they shooting percentage from the floor?
Ellington was getting off last game. Embiid would have made a world difference. That's all it is.
Yeah, he would have
our best player.
He would have. But to me, the second best player, and I'll be quick, was Tobias. He's been showing consistently he is, to me, the second best. I know I've been screaming Seth Curry and all that, and we'll see. Curry might still be getting overrun a little bit. He got to, get some games back under his belt. He's been off for over 2 weeks, so he got to get some games back under his belt. But right now, Toby held it down. He is the bull to go to. He tried, but he ain't really getting no support.
He ain't getting no help. No help.
No love.
No help.
The refs was giving them some cooking too.
I'm not going with that.
I'm going to go with it.
I ain't going.
It wasn't.
That whistle blew as often as possible within that game.
Now, unless the refs put a lid over the basket, I ain't trying to hear
it. I know Seth Curry though. He was 2 for 10. He was in that John Starks territory tonight.
I just don't understand.
Shake was 3 for 10.
We was terrible. But the cycle continues without Embiid. We're not a good team.
Yeah.
Detroit shot 50% from the field. We shot 42%.
So they 3 and 12.
4
now
and 12. They 4 and 13
now because they won.
This is why Embiid is the MVP of the league.
Yeah.
And Derrick Rose wasn't even playing.
Huh?
I agree. I shudder to think what we would look like if we had to play a stretch of games without B, honestly. I also shudder to think this is why, and I understand the Harden trade didn't happen. It probably would never have happened. But this is why I wanted to trade for a scorer in general. Because if Embiid goes down, we are done. And I said that in the other podcast before. I said when it's time for somebody else to step up.
Let's keep it a bean. If we would have made the trade for Harden and Embiid went down, we still was done.
No, Harden to the rescue. Harden going to keep you in the game.
Is that what Harden did?
Yes.
Is that what Harden did over in Houston?
Yeah.
So if Embiid go down in the playoffs, Harden's going to carry us and carry this team without all these other players we talking about. Harden's going to carry these
other players.
Didn't Harden carry Houston to the playoffs?
They had nice teams in Houston.
And they went to the playoffs.
No, they had nice teams.
And wait.
Playoff P wasn't balling when he was with Harden?
Playoff P and Harden ain't play together.
I mean, not playoff P, but what's his name? Westbrook did solid when he was with him. CP3 played. CP3 was balling. And what happened when CP3 when CP3 got hurt? What did you see? What was Westbrook's stats last year? Did you see what his stats was last year?
You talking in jumbles? You said when CP3 got hurt was
Westbrook's wait.
Calm down.
Slow down. What was Westbrook's stats last year?
Let me hold on. Let's ask you this: if B goes down, do we make the playoffs?
Yes.
With this team we got now, we make the playoffs still?
We'll probably make it.
If Bulls play like they're supposed to, if Steph Curry play like a 60% 3-point shooter when Embiid's not in the game, But if Seth can only do it when Embiid's in the game, then no, we can't.
That seems to be the situation. Ben can't ever step up offensively, honestly.
Ben was in foul trouble today. They didn't even let him play.
Okay. Since we want to run this down and say this is Ben's fault.
Let me finish. I'm not saying it's Ben's fault. Let me just
wait. We like to talk plus minuses. Ben was -2. Seth Curry was -16. Dwight Howard -23. Danny Green -19. So we putting this on this. This is because Ben.
No, I didn't say that. I said nobody stepped up. If you let me finish, I'm talking about if B goes down, who we gonna get to step up?
Maxey, like I said, the boy y'all up. Maxey got his minutes tonight.
No, Maxey got his minutes.
Maxey got garbage minutes. Yeah, he got garbage time.
The game. No, he was in there.
No, he
had 17. Are you counting the 17?
Yeah, I'm counting the -7 too. That means he can't play defense.
No, Maxey came in on some garbage time. I'm not even counting Maxey minutes. They had
Korkmaz come in first. Ethan can't sit here and try to hype his 17. Now say, yeah, he came in on garbage time.
I'm not hyping his 17. I'm just saying
you just said he got 17. Did I say
everything is in perspective? Listen, I just got one thing I want to for y'all Ben fans out there, right? I just want to leave y'all with this. Back to life, back to reality, back
to life. That's the jam too.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Let me get it.
Let that beat drop. I'm gonna do the. I might do the worm. I just turn my computer so y'all can see me do the worm.
I told y'all. We had this conversation. We had it. I told y'all it's fool's gold.
So what did Ben do that cost him this game?
Nothing. That's what he did.
No. Nothing. You know what? You know what the difference was? The difference is Ben Simmons usually passed it to people like Seth Curry, who hits his shots. But since Seth Curry was shooting 20%?
Yeah, 2 for 10.
So Ben Simmons don't get those assists because Seth Curry, the shooter, was missing.
This is what I'm talking about. Everybody want a cape for Ben.
How do you get assists?
We got to forget assists. We needed him to score. We ain't need him.
That's not his job as assist.
No. Y'all wasn't saying that the last. Yo, he was scoring. He stepped up. He was doing this the last 2 games. Y'all said he balled out.
No, I didn't.
You ain't say he balled out the last. You just came on here and said he balled out the last 2 games.
Because if we go back to the last podcast, when Ethan made that whole argument, yeah, you said Ben balled because he scored, and I said no, Ben balled because whoever he stuck was struggling. That's what I said. I talked about.
No, you said because he scored.
Run the tape back. Run the tape back.
Listen,
because my whole point was it ain't just defense. It ain't just offense. I've been making that point.
Let me speak for a minute. Your point. You've been talking about Ben playing defense, yes, but you was extra giddy because he scored a lot. Last game,
wasn't.
Yes, you and Tim.
Go back and look at the podcast.
You and Tim was extra giddy.
Because you're wrong. You're wrong. Nope. Go back and look at the podcast. We had a whole argument.
I'm going to speak my truth. I'm going to speak my truth. It's my turn.
Your truth is wrong. Your truth is wrong. Go to the tape.
You wasn't even on the last podcast.
Yeah, exactly. And he probably didn't even look at it.
I gotta be on to see y'all talk foolishness. Y'all on YouTube, ain't y'all? Ain't y'all on YouTube?
No, listen.
Y'all not on YouTube now?
But you can't tell me what I said, but you're saying it wrong.
Let me get a point across.
Listen,
let me get a point across.
Go ahead.
When we was talking, you and Tim was screaming Ben balled, and I said, why did he ball? Tim, he had 20 points.
That's what Tim said.
He balled.
That's what Tim said.
That was part of the conversation.
That's what Tim said. Now say what I said.
You was in agreement with that.
Nope.
What?
Go back and look at the video again, because the whole point, because then that's when I said Doc said he was balling, and you said, why did Doc say he was balling? Because of offense. I said no, because he played defense on everybody that he did. I never said because of his offense.
Where was his defense at tonight? Wasn't he sticking
he couldn't
the ball he shut down early last game?
Where was his defense in foul trouble the entire game?
Yes, because so foul, that's not part of defense?
Okay.
Getting in foul trouble is part of what? Playing bad
and
defense.
That happens at times. And sometimes the refs cause a lot of
biting on a Blake Griffin pump fake for 3? Come on, man.
And what? Okay, you're right. He got in foul trouble on Blake. But what was Blake shooting in the first half?
It was 1 for 7.
So don't. Ben did get foul trouble.
No. Don't count that. Yes. Don't count that to Ben. Matisse Thybulle was sticking Blake the first half.
No. Okay, but then don't sit there and say that.
No. You're doing a lot of talking. You're doing a lot of talking. You talk the whole podcast. Let me talk. It's my turn.
But don't say because you can't say. You can't say Ben.
Wayne,
you can't say Ben was struggling against Blake, but then say Blake was 1 for 7.
I'm not trying to hear you no more. Tim, mute this bull, please. Anyway, the bottom line is Ben cannot help you if B gets hurt. This is the bottom line.
And neither can Seth.
He can. He can. This is exactly why I was saying, and I'm still saying, we need a score. If it comes at the expense of Ben, I'm all for it. Because if B gets hurt, which it necessarily wasn't like he's hurt. He was kind of resting. But God forbid he actually does get hurt, we are done. That's why we need to get in here. Zach LaVine, or the Bull, Bradley Beal, or somebody like that. Because if Ben goes down, our season is over.
But I've already said I'm down with that though. What are we arguing about? I said I'm down with that.
You got to understand this about Toby.
My whole point is don't come on here making it's Ben Simmons' reason. Ben Simmons is the reason we lost. Because this is Ethan's point the whole time. Ben ain't the reason we lost.
I would like Ben to be the reason why we won. How about that?
How about Toby could be the reason we won?
If Ben says
how about Seth could be the man?
Because Ben wants to be the man. He wants to dominate the ball. He wants to push the point. He wants to be the team leader and captain. That's all well and good. If you want that and you want the big time money, your agent campaign for you to get this high contract. If you want to be the man, then be the reason we win.
Tobias gets paid more than Ben.
Can I jump in for a moment, please?
Please
keep in mind that this is the Sixers' third game in 4 nights.
Exactly.
And then you got these Bulls that they probably be looking ahead because we got LA on Wednesday. So it's like I think this was the perfect letdown game, and then you playing a really bad team. I think when you put all of that together, I think we may have overlooked the squad, thinking we could just go in and win this game. And I think
I got a different outlook on this. This was a perfect game to see what your other players can do without Embiid against a terrible team. This was to test the heart of your other players, to me. Because remember we came in here the other day, Tim, what did I say? I don't care if Embiid don't play Monday. Me and you both said that. I regret that now.
I said that too.
But,
I think we all agree.
I know, I do too.
But this is my only thing about Ben and y'all claim for him being the second best player on the team. The second best player on the team, this is his opportunity to show why he's the second best player in the game when the first player goes down.
See, I would agree with
hold on. Because y'all keep screaming it's not about scoring. But if you're second best player on the team, it is about scoring. So I don't want to hear that no more.
But listen, this is why I would agree with you too.
When Jordan went down, Scotty had to pick up the load for scoring. So it's about scoring.
That's
not with that other stuff when you're the second best player on the team.
He only got 20 minutes.
You're the second best player on the team. It's about scoring.
Because when Jordan went out, Scotty scored about the same he was scoring. B.J. Armstrong scored more points. So was B.J. Armstrong the second best player?
Who scored more?
Scotty scored the same he was scoring. B.J. Armstrong.
Who scored more?
Mike wasn't there.
Who scored more?
Double Mike wasn't
there.
Tim,
by the way, Detroit also played 3 games in 4 nights.
I understand that, but we on the road. We also were on the road. But here's the point that I'm making. 21. Ben had 21 minutes today. He didn't get a chance to get into any type of groove. Now, what I will say is we had 3 straight technical fouls where at that point we could have put a little dent in the score, and him and Tobias missed. I applaud Ben for volunteering to take them to technical.
No, he shouldn't have been shooting.
No, see, that's another thing. See, this is what I'm saying. This goes back to my point. If you want to be the man, then be the man.
Man, he tried to.
Come on, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. If you want to be the man, be the man.
But you saying he want to be the man. He wants to be the defensive man, the setup man. Where did Ben Simmons say he want to be the scoring man?
He just obviously did because he volunteered to take 2 free throws. That's scoring, ain't it? Ain't that offense?
No, in that situation, I agree with you.
Ain't that offense?
No, in that situation, I agree with you. But this is
his mentality. Point. He wants to be the dude.
But this is my whole point with the whole.
He has to get paid. He has to get paid $105 million, right?
Tobias gets paid more. Tobias getting paid more than he is.
And Tobias is scoring.
Okay, but is Tobias playing
Tobias playing defense? Yes.
Why? Who was Tobias sticking? Exactly. You don't even know. So how you gonna say he was playing defense?
He getting rebounds, and rebounds part of defense. And he getting rebounds. This is what you used to hold on. This is what you used to always say about Tobias. He get rebound. He is. Tobias is hustling. Tobias is hustling, and he getting rebounds, and he's scoring. So I'm not trying to hear this dude just want to be a rebounder and a defender. I'm not hearing that.
But I agree that Tobias is the second best player right now.
When you say this,
when Ethan just said Tobias is our second best player, I said I agree.
So this just happened today.
Ben on the last podcast.
Yeah, you said
Ben on the last podcast.
No. Go back and look at the tape when Ethan just said
Tobias is our second best player. I'm not talking about today. I'm talking.
Okay, and guess what? And before this, y'all was saying Seth, and y'all saying it's Tobias.
Hold on.
I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing the same thing y'all doing.
He's game to game. This dude is game to game.
In my defense, I said it's either Seth or Tobias. I
said it was in the last game, in the last podcast, I said it's Ben and Tobias. They both second player. Go back and listen. Go back and listen.
Hold on. We got to clear something up because I don't want a lot of misinformation coming on across here.
What's up?
When I brought up Scottie Pippen, Dwayne said he averaged the same points he did the year before when he didn't. He averaged 18, and when Jordan didn't play, he averaged 22. So he did up his scoring.
So what did B.J. Armstrong up his?
Ooh, I don't care what B.J. Armstrong averaged.
What did B.J.
That's for you to look up.
If you're going to bring the facts, bring the facts.
I'll tell you. B.J. Armstrong made the all-star team when Mike left out.
But
you said up more.
You said Pippen averaged.
But you said Scottie averaged the same thing, but he didn't. He averaged 4 points a game.
Oh, you got Dwayne facts. Dwayne facts.
Yeah, that's what. Stop just throwing stuff out there because you want to be right.
Did B.J. Armstrong go up more than Scottie?
I don't know. I
know he did. He made the all-star team.
We're not talking about B.J. We're talking about the second best player.
I am because the whole point.
The bottom line is we were talking about the second best player.
B.J. Armstrong stepped up more than Scottie did.
No, the point was, he didn't. The point was,
he did.
He talked about the second best player stepping up, and Ethan was right, and you were wrong. That's bottom line. The fact of the matter is, we talking about Ben stepping up. If he was the second best player, or the third, or even the third, or even the
Armstrong stepped up more than Scottie did,
or even the third, Ben still didn't step up, and he
neither did Seth
Curry.
But that was just second best. So what difference do it make?
He's falling down the ranks.
All right, and that's what I said. And listen, now, the last podcast.
Plus, he was sick. You gotta get Steph Curry. Plus, he was sick.
He wasn't sick when Embiid was playing, and you was like, Steph Curry back, ain't Mr. Stroke. Now all of a sudden he's sick.
I know. Now they got the Rona.
They said Corona comes in waves. It can come in waves. It can hit you like 2 or 3 days.
They got the UK strain.
Real talk though. My whole point of this game, y'all got me off kilter because I didn't want to come on here taking no shots at nobody. I really felt like this was
you
a
always
game
take
where,
shots.
This was a game where we set B. I seen this come. I didn't expect to win this game, honestly. I didn't. Now that being said, Embiid better come out and ball against the Lakers because you taking this time off and then you coming home, you better ball against the Lakers.
I still think. Go ahead.
But I came out. I came out the way I did today because we have haters in here that as soon as we lose, everything is Ben's fault.
I didn't say that. Though.
I didn't say that.
Yeah. You first.
I just said all I said. I didn't say the first.
I'm not talking about you, Ephraim. I'm talking about the other hater because in the chat, Ben's garbage. Ben. But he ain't saying nothing about Seth. He ain't saying nothing about Shake.
I did. You ain't see me write about Seth in the chat?
He said Seth is off. You see me write about
Seth in the chat?
Yeah, Seth is off, but Ben is garbage.
Hold on. Let's clear this up too, because B.J. Armstrong went up from averaging 12 points to 14 points a game when he
on the average.
I guess
So you just made up a whole story.
He won the All-Star.
Okay,
I guess I did. I guess I did.
Dwayne facts. Story. Once again, Dwayne facts.
His story.
Yeah, that's what it was.
All right. But hey, look, I honestly disagree with I expect us to win even with Ben not playing for the simple fact the team was whack. They played just as many games as we did in just as many days. They had 3-12 or whatever team. I expected us to come out and win. I expected Seth to play better. Toby played well. I can't hate on Toby. I expected Shake to play better. I expected the white funny to me though. Like he is what he is, I guess at this point. Sometimes you want a little bit more.
What you getting.
Yeah, he is what he is. But I mean, I expected some of the other dudes to step up a little bit. And
truth be told,
see, my problem is
he got issues.
He definitely got mental issues.
Yeah, he does.
I ain't say mental. He got identity crisis.
I'm getting a little mad at Doc because I don't like this Korkmaz, this nonsense he trying to run out here with Kork.
We got to talk about that a little bit.
Give Maxey his legit minutes and let him do his thing, man. I'm irritated by seeing Kork out there. I'm frustrated with Kork. I don't care what you're trying to do. If you're trying to showcase him and trading, if you're trying to showcase him and trade him and stop playing games with me. He's not better than Maxey. He's not.
Is he doing this? Remember, we had the discussion on our chat. We ain't have or here about LaMelo Ball's coach. Is he doing the same thing that LaMelo Ball's coach is doing to him? That he has to what you call Wayne earn his stripes, so to speak.
I don't think that's necessary. I think the case with Maxey is I think he doesn't play defense. I don't think his defense is that good, and I don't think he does. I agree with you. I agree with you though. If you're talking about between Maxey and Korkmaz, I'd rather see Maxey on the court.
But that's what I'm saying. What defensive prowess has Korkmaz ever shown?
No, that's what I'm saying. I agree
to
with
me,
you.
Maxey,
because they're different players, because they're different roles. Because I guess he's looking at, and if that's the case, I'd still rather see Isiah Joe out there than Korkmaz.
Korkmaz spreads the floor more with Ben on it. With Ben out there.
Maxey been chucking up the three at a pretty good clip too.
Not as Korkmaz is a better. We know. Listen, Korkmaz is a better three-point shooter than Maxey.
Barely.
But then I'd rather see Isiah Joe then.
And Korkmaz.
I'd rather see Isiah Joe get.
To me,
I don't know what Isiah Joe was throwing at the court tonight.
I'm done with Korkmaz because Korkmaz, first of all, his defense is suspect. His offense is terrible. He can't create his own shot. I don't see no value whatsoever in him being on the team.
Ben can't create his own shot.
From Maxey is shooting at 26% at 3-pointers. He's shooting 26% 3-pointers.
27?
26%, 26.3 for Maxey.
From facts.
I'm just saying, y'all want to fact check me and be right about it. I'm going to fact check too. You want?
All right, where's Korkmaz shooting at? Where's he shooting? Let's find that out. I'm about to Google him real quick. Garbage behind.
I
want to.
Tell me what y'all take before we get out of here. What y'all think about that?
Hold on. Korkmaz is shooting 31%, barely. That's not
right.
that.
30 better than 26.
It is, but that's what I'm saying. I take Maxey. His hustle to me, he got way more hustle, way more active, and he go to the basket better. He can create his own shot. He run the fast break better. He run the team better. I take Maxey all day long.
I think just as a coach, though, you can't just snatch Kork minutes as a more veteran player.
He's not a veteran. He wasn't even playing. He
was. He got like 3 years in the league.
So you in agreement? So you in agreement with Brett Brown playing T.J. McConnell over Markel Fultz?
No,
he's a veteran.
But I think
he's a veteran though.
No, but I think I think Doc is in a position where it's going to be he got to do it slowly. He can't just boom and take his minutes. Like,
he's on a 1-year deal.
I don't think that'll go over well with the team.
I mean, I think a little bit of it may be because if you think about it, it's a condensed season. You playing a lot of games back to back. Maxey coming out of college, they're not used to playing that many games. I'm hoping that maybe he's thinking he has to like limit
season out.
Yeah, because he wants him down. Because I agree with y'all though. I think Maxey should get more burn than that.
It's only been a month.
I could rock with that. I mean,
let me ask y'all something. When y'all watching Ben's game, right? And I hate to harp on this dude's game.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. You're gonna sing. You're gonna do Back to Life.
Why, for the life of me?
Soul to Soul.
If he is a left-handed ambidextrous player, when he drives to the court on the left side, he constantly shoots with his right.
Listen, let me. I've been.
He goes to the court instead of doing this, which is an easier, more fluid shot. He does this.
Listen,
and chucks it at the
so
court.
Y'all gonna act like y'all never made this point before? Like this?
No. Listen. Let me say this. But he was asking me and Tim a question. So now you want to answer. But he was asking me and Tim a question.
He's using my point. This is my
But he was asking me and Tim a question.
Let me elaborate on my point. All right, because the point that he's making is my point. I've been saying this. I don't know if everybody who's listening now. I don't know if y'all listen. How long y'all been listening? I've been saying this point way before we started this podcast. Wayne, Tim, and Ethan know it. I've been saying this since Ben's first year in the league. He's shooting with his wrong hand. As several people has come out and said it. Jalen Rose has come out and said it. Even JJ Redick has come out and said it. As a matter of fact, I didn't even notice when I made this point. I look back at Ben's scouting report. His scouting report says the same thing. He's shooting. It's possible. He's shooting with the wrong hand, and that's the problem. And that's why his offensive game will forever be suspect. Wayne, you got the floor. Wake up.
I forgot what the question was now.
I know.
You know what it was.
I don't remember. So go ahead. What's the next point?
All right, let's move on to
Are y'all happy? Hold on. Are y'all happy Ben took the 3?
No, I don't care about.
I'm happy that he had to come. Right now, we're just trying to baby steps.
This all I'm saying. This all I'm saying. When you saying about Ben shooting with the wrong hand and everything.
No.
Ethan, I'm talking to you, answering your question. I get what y'all saying with that, but only thing I'm saying is he shot 50%. and I'm not absolving Ben of nothing, because I do agree with y'all. I do want to see more aggressiveness from him, but I do think that him being in foul trouble has something to do with it. But that being said, my whole point is, if you have shooters, you're supposed to shoot. So Seth Curry is our 60% shooter. If he's hitting those shots, it's a whole different thing.
Sometimes
the same way I would say,
wait,
but it's the same thing I'll say when Ben had all those turnovers, I'm going to put it on Ben, because his job as the ball handler is to not turn the ball over and get it to those shooters.
Sometimes your shooters is off though.
And sometimes your point guard, the same way Ben had all those turnovers that game, and I put it on him. The same way Seth Curry was missing, and I'm putting it on him.
Ben been turning over at a higher clip this whole year.
How many turnovers he had this game?
I don't know. I ain't see it.
One.
Oh, good. I mean, about time he averaged one more the year than he did last year. He was trending on going on 2 more.
So
right.
But we're talking
running
about
up against
this
the clock,
game, right?
But what I did want to say is,
I'm talking about Ben's
Lakers game Wednesday.
Lakers,
that's going to be the game. That's the game I'm waiting.
That's the game of the season to me. Y'all think we got the chance? Because right now they got the best record in the league.
You said got a chance. Man, what is you scared? Get a dog. You talking about got a chance? If our whole team is playing, we got a chance against anybody.
Not a Seth Curry.
The main problem is, like Ethan said, is if Embiid is not playing, then it.
Well, what if Seth Curry can play?
I think he rests up just for that game, and I'm gonna really study that. I'm gonna study that game. I'm gonna watch that game.
I agree.
On like my TV, laptop. I want to see all the angles, and I want to see how the Sixers play.
What I'm not going to do though, I'm not going to start panicking about Seth. Seth's been pretty much.
I'm not either.
No, I'm talking about to Tim. Well, if he shoot 2 for 10, he been balling all season. Steph been pretty much consistent all year. He's our third leading scorer. His average probably dropped down to about 50% from the three after the night. However, he been consistent all year. The last thing I'm gonna do is question whether he gonna be consistent going forward or not. So Tim, relax.
But that's the only thing I'll say to you about Seth, and this is what I was telling you.
Show up on Wednesday.
This is what I was. But if Embiid is playing, I think he does. And this is what I was saying about Seth. I do think Seth can take it off the dribble, and he can create his own shot to an extent. But when you have Embiid,
it's easier.
Mainly Embiid, but even Ben Simmons at time, Embiid with Embiid, because everything is with Embiid. Without Embiid, this is a whole different story.
Yeah.
But with Embiid, that opens up a whole lot for everybody else.
Thanks.
All right. Well, before we got here, I just want to say one thing. I want to apologize for saying that we should get Blake Griffin, because Blake Griffin is washed up.
When the Bull mentioned that on the thing, I had to look. I was like, yeah, hold up. I'm thinking about Blake like 2 years ago. Like,
so I apologize.
He is coming off, but didn't he come off like a surgery or
a knee surgery? I think it knee. Well, he's done. And then him and Ben had, they used to both mess with Kendall Jenner, so they had a little rivalry going on.
You see that beef? You see that beef going on? I peeped at them.
Didn't everybody mess with Kendall?
Yeah. But they personally belonged.
I think it was like the same time they was like messing with him.
Yeah,
them and Booker.
Theirs was public.
Booker were there now, right?
Yeah, you know how them Kardashians do.
Yeah, but these NBA players
they some suckers.
They are.
Like, come on,
all right, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that after
another game.
That's a man cave conversation.
Yeah. All right. Well, once again,
let me get some quick. Can I give a closing remark?
Sure. Go ahead. Knock yourself out. Okay, here we go.
Is that for Ben or is that for Seth?
Yeah, I think that's Seth.
Wait.
No. How's that?
Let me ask
Back
you something.
To life. What?
Which light skinned boy is that for?
Yeah, exactly.
Which light skinned boy is that for?
Thank y'all for listening. We'll see y'all the next podcast. We out.